All right, we are going to make some veggie spring rolls. I don't have all of the ingredients that I would typically use if I was making them, but we're going to improvise because that's what we do. We use what we have. Snuggling hubby. All right, so let me go ahead and show you what ingredients that I have that we're going to be using today. Defrosted some shrimp that I had in the freezer. I have some romaine lettuce. I would typically like to use green leaf lettuce just because I find it's a little bit crunchier. That's what I prefer. We've got our spring roll skin, aka rice paper, that we're going to be wrapping our spring rolls in. 1 carrot, a half an English cucumber. You could use regular cucumber. Hoisin sauce and peanut butter. I would usually use rice wine vinegar, but I have white vinegar. I also would typically use thin rice noodles. I only happen to have a big block of rice cake, so I'm going to slice that thinly and we're going to use that. And some mint. Let's get started. Alright you guys, I've got my shrimp on my cast iron skillet. You can use whatever type of skillet you have. I just like to cook on the cast iron skillet. I'm going to go ahead and season these with some garlic powder. That came out a little bit faster than expected, but it will be okay. Some garlic pepper. And a little bit of seasoning salt. Now, when you're doing spring rolls, since it's kind of all about the sauce, you can very simply season your shrimp. You can also make this with pork, beef, whatever type of meat you want to use, if you even want to use any. When I was a raw vegan for a while, I did just all veggies, but I like to do it with shrimp, so we're going to do it with shrimp, and that's what I had today. So I'm going to let that cook while we get our veggies going. Alright, so all I did was cut off the top and bottom of my carrot and cucumber, and then I did take the peel off of the carrot. I want to show you what I did with the cucumber. It's just a little trick that I like to do. After I cut it in half, I put it the flat side down, and I made 3 cuts so that it's in slices like this, so that depending on how you want to cut your cucumbers for the spring rolls, I like to do it in long, thin strips. So now I'll have my long, thin strips. So let me finish this. I did the same thing with the carrot. If you don't like your carrots so big, you can also shred them. If you like them a little bit thinner. Okay, for my rice cake, I cut off a few slices. I decided that when I cook these, I'm gonna cut them in the same style that I cut the cucumber and the carrot. Actually, we should cook these flat and then cut them after. Let's do that. I'm gonna cook these flat, and then I'm gonna slice them into whatever size strips I'd like after. My shrimp is done over here. I just added a little bit more butter and cooked it through. Alright you guys, so I'm going to make the dipping sauce. What I didn't show you is that I put the sliced rice cake with a little bit of oil down in the pan that I cooked the shrimp in. I didn't wash it, so there's still some seasoning on there. So I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of water. And also a couple tablespoons of the hoisin sauce. This is a really simple sauce. I'm not going to put everything in there that you could. Let me get a spoon. and like a 1/4 cup of peanut butter. The rest of it. Let me just start incorporating this. And again, go with what you like. I can just tell off of the color that I'm going to probably add a little bit more hoisin sauce and maybe a splash of vinegar. You see it starting to bind now. I'm going to add maybe another tablespoon of hoisin sauce. There goes that. I'm going to turn off the heat and add a splash of vinegar. Coming, Coco. Tastes good. Let's get this assembled so that we can eat. I'll put some lettuce, some cucumber, carrot, some of our rice cake, shrimp, I'm going to put a few nuts in there. So you're going to want to fold both ends over. This one you'll kind of have to do like a tuck and roll. And there's your spring roll. So, give hubby a taste. Dip it in the sauce. Good. Oh, I topped the sauce with some chopped nuts. I forgot to show that. Alright, you guys, I'm sorry, I forgot to put the mint in hubby's spring roll, so I just went ahead and made some more here. And we are going to enjoy. As you can see, it's dark outside, but we are going to go on a family walk together and maybe go and get some dessert. I know, walking dessert. But that's what we're gonna do. Kaya's just playing drums here. Show you guys some of her jamming session in the video. And yeah, so we're just gonna walk around, enjoy ourselves. Let me show you. Baby Coco, I think, is in a growth spurt. She's been sleeping so good today.